Hello students, welcome back to the class. See, in last session we started about the tissue system. Under that tissue system, based on the location and then function and then structure, how many types are there? I said 3 types: epidermal tissue system, ground tissue system, and then what? The vascular tissue system. Again, under that, the epidermal tissue system we started. Epidermal tissue system contains two kind of the parts: epidermal layer and then epidermal appendages. We discussed about epidermal layer. Epidermal layer is made up of the single layer and then it is made up of parenchymatous cells. Okay, and in under the epidermal appendages we discussed about hairs. Okay, what are the epidermal hairs? Epidermal hairs, if they are present in the root, they are called root hairs. Root hairs are unicellular. In stem, if they are present on the stem, if you are finding any kind of root outgrowth, hairy outgrowth, those are called what? Stem hairs. One more name for stem hair is trichome. I hope you people are understood. Okay, now let us start one more epidermal appendage, or else one more part which is very important for your physiology of plant. Next, the physiology of plant, whatever is there, know that unit will be having this will be very helpful for you, and then for your practical also this is very helpful. That's what, be careful while I am going to explain you. Okay, now see where we are actually. Yesterday session just we discussed about the epidermal layer. Okay, this is what actually epidermal layer will be, and then usually it will be single layer and there will be outgrowths. Now I am going to talk about stem epidermis. Okay, now stem epidermis, this is epidermal layer. If I focus this area, there will be lens shaped opening. These are the opening, children. These are the opening. These lens shaped opening which is present in epidermis are called what? Stomata. Okay, na? What actually this stomata, what is function, how the structure will be, everything I am going to explain you. Okay, now this area I am going to focus in the diagram. Okay, these first I am going to draw the diagram, then next I am going to give you the what actually I am going to say is whatever the points are there. So this structure of stomata may ask for 3 to 5 marks. With neat label diagram, if they ask, it will be for 5. If only diagram is asked, it will be for 3 marks. Only explanation is asked means it will be for again 3 marks. Okay, the structure of stomata, if you see under microscope, it will be lens shaped, children, and then it is having bean shaped guard cells. There will be bean shaped guard cells will be there. This is what actually the opening. This is the opening. Okay, this one will be very thicker, and this side will be thinner. That's what I am focusing this one. And then this, what did I say? These are what? This is guard cell. Now these guard cells are surrounded by okay, see, this is what actually bean shaped guard cells, children. These bean shaped guard cell, there will be how many guard cells? 2 guard cells. In one stomata there will be 2 guard cell. I am talking about dicot stomata. If I talk about the monocot stomata, how it will be? The monocot stomatal guard cell will be dumbbell shape. Okay, function is same, but the shape of the stomata is dumbbell, where in the monocots. This is in monocot stomata. This is where I am talking about dicot stomata. Okay, please be thorough with each and every word I am going to talk about. Okay, stomata ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಲ್ ಲೇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದಲ್ಲ, ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮಿಲಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್. ದೋಸ್ ಪೋರ್ಸ್, ಆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ನ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟಾ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅದನ್ನು ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ, ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಅಂಡರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಥರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತವೆ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್? It will be having 2 guard cells. How many? There will be 2 guard cells. Okay, this is 1, this is 2, and these are surrounded by a specialized cell which is called as subsidiary cells. These are specialized cells which are called what? Subsidiary cells. These are the subsidiary cells. And then there will be thin fibers in the guard cell. Those are called microfibrils. This is not important for you, but it is helpful for your next second year chapter. Okay, microfibrils. Okay, due to this microfibrils, what happens? The stomata will open and close, open and close. I think you people are understanding. This is the structure where the stomata is opened. This is the structure where the stomata is closed. Stomata usually open during daytime and stomata usually close during the night. That's what the exchange of. First, I would like to tell you about what actually function of stomata. There are much more function of stomata, children. First one is they helpful for the exchange of gases. Andre exchange of gases, plant ಇಂದ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೂ, ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಗೂ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟೊ ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು CO2ನ ತಗೊಳ್ತವೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಎದ್ರಿಂದ? ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟೊಯಿಂದ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ನೋಸ್. ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಿಗೆ ನೋಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಿಗೆ ಮೂಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ we means human beings having a specialized structure for the respiration purpose, but plant won't have any kind of respiration structures. Because of that, what happens? The stomata will be helpful for the exchange of gases. One thing. Second thing, they are very helpful for the transpiration. Transpiration means loss of water in the form of water vapors. Body of plant in the water ಯಾವ ಥರ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಟರ್ ವೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಥರ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟೊ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟೊ. In dicot it will be lens shaped. The guard cell will be lens shaped. In monocot it will be what? Dumbbell shaped. Okay now? Yes. Now let me write some of the few points about this for your convenience. Okay. The stomatas are which shaped? Lens shaped opening. They are the lens shaped opening seen in epidermis. Second point, each stomata surrounded by epidermal cells called what? Guard cells. Next, guard cells in dicot. What will be the shape, children? Guard cells in dicot, it is bean shaped, and guard cells in monocot they are what? They are dumbbell shaped. Okay. And then one more thing here I just forgot. There will be prominent nucleus and then vacuole, and chloroplast also will be there where in the guard cells. Okay, this is what, this is the nucleus and this is the vacuole, and there will be, when the cell, the unit of life, it will be finished off, then you people will come to know what actually these all structures are. Okay, now this is, now this part is what, chloroplast. Okay, what actually guard cells is having, guard cells have what children, they have ಪ್ರಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವ್, ಪ್ರಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಾಟ್, chloroplast, vacuole and chloroplast. Its cell wall is thick towards the pore. This is the pore. Now this is what, this is pore. The cell wall is thick towards the pore and thin away from the pore. ಪೋರ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಪೋರ್ ಕಡೆ ಇದು ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, ಥಿಕ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೂರ, ಪೋರ್ಗಿಂತ ದೂರ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, ಥಿನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ cell wall is thick where it is thick towards pore and thin away from pore. ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಈ ಪೋರಿಗೆ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಬರ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಥಿಕ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ದೂರ ಹೋದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ಥಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಲ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ದಿ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದಿ ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಟ್, ಸಬ್ಸಿಡಿಯರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಆ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಏನು, ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್. There are special cells of epidermis present around guard cells are called what, they are called subsidiary cells. They are called what, subsidiary cells. Okay, now overall this portion, ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸಬ್ಸಿಡಿಯರಿ ಸೆಲ್ ಎರಡನ್ನ ಕಲಿತು ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ಅಪಾರಟಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈಂಡ್, ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟಾ ಆರ್ ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಣ್ಣಿಂದೇನು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲೇ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟಾ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ಯು. ದಿ stomata are what children, the stomata are absent in underground portion, underground ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುವು, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಮಾಡಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ರೂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟಾ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರೀ ಲೀವ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತವೆ, ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಯಂಗ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟದ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಲೀವ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಲೀಫಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಕೆಳಗಡೆ, ಲೀಫ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಕೆಳಗಿನ ಲೇಯರಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ದಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟಾ, ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟಾ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಇನ್ exchange of gases. Second one, this is first one. See children, this is very important for your 2-mark answer. They will be asking you, list out the function of stomata. First one, stomata helps in exchange of gases during the respiration, also you can say. And then it is helpful for photosynthesis and transpiration. Okay, photosynthesis and transpiration. Stomata help in exchange of gases during purti barbidre. Okay, during what? During the respiration. Okay, second point, they are helpful for what? They are helpful for the photosynthesis and then transpiration. This is what actually I would like to tell you about the specialized structure, that is about the stomata, children. Stomata, when we discussed about the stomata, no, these all things we are going to learn about. For the next session, during the next class, I would like to talk about ground tissue system. Okay, before going to winding up the class, just write down the question for your assignment. Okay, first question for your assignment, children. Next assignment, see, this is, I think this is first assignment for this chapter, isn't it? Yes, write down first question. Define tissue. Sorry, define tissue. Define tissue and plot a chart. Plot a chart of types of tissue. Second one, list out the characteristics of meristematic tissue. Next, third one, explain the types of meristematic tissue based on location. Next, fourth one, explain briefly about simple permanent tissue. Explain simply about simple permanent tissue. Next, fifth one, explain the components of xylem. And then last one, explain the components of phloem. Explain the components of phloem. Next, one more question, seventh one, I will write here. Seventh one, explain the structure of stomata with neat labeled diagram. Okay, children, in this is important, and this is important for 5 marks. Other are for 3 and then 2 marks. Okay, I hope you people are understood very well about this today's class. Okay, thank you.